it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. Today, tow controller in Ginger, because Ginger was never really our tow vehicle, but Ginger became our tow vehicle by default because right now Ginger's the only Suburban we have here at home in New York. So when we need to tow something, Ginger's it. We have towed a couple of cars in the last few months, and I said, you know what, let me just put a tow controller in it so that we have some trailer brakes. A lot safer going down the road when you got a heavy load on a trailer and you got your trailer brakes hooked up. So what I did was I bought a Reese Tow Power Brakeman tow kit. It's been years since I've put a tow controller on one of these. From what I remember, they're pretty simple, pretty easy. This one, real economical. I think one of the the newer companies bought this thing, and there's a new model of it under a different name. I'll link everything in the description below. I'll link this one and the updated one. These are one of the ones that can mount in any direction. Those are the ones I like. You set your sync and you set your gain, and you have your emergency slide on it if you need to apply the trailer brakes independently. I also bought, which I've never done before because I have a bunch of those OEM wiring harnesses for the trailer brake controllers, but I bought one of these. It was 20 bucks. It's the OEM harness. Apparently this plugs right into this, plugs right into the thing under the dash, and that's all the wiring you have to do. It seems a lot easier. So for I think they were $20. For the $20, it's plug and play. I'll be happier. So let's find a spot inside where we can mount this. All right, so in my previous vehicles, I had mounted them like this or over here, but they were never really convenient to get at all the buttons. So I think this one, I'm gonna put it right here on the side here. My leg never touches the console when I'm driving. And I think if I put it right here, I can get to the controls and I can get to this slide, which is something, whether it's a button or a slide, it's something you want to get to, because I did have an occasion where I had a load shift and I went into real bad trailer sway, and I'm watching the road, holding the steering wheel, I'm reaching down for the button and I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why I like the one with the slide better, because you don't hit the wrong button. And I'm hitting the wrong button, I'm not looking at it, it was hard to get at. I finally found the right button and was able to smooth that trailer out, but that was a scary 30 seconds or so before I was able to find the right button. So this one, I think right here is a lot easier. That button's easy to grab and just slide it all the way down. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me put the bracket in. It's a little simple bracket. There's really nothing right here. It's a pretty thick part of the center console. I could put this bracket right here and it'll be perfect. Let me mark my spot and I'll put the bracket in and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so you can see I got my bracket right there, and now I can slide the controller into the bracket. Okay, so now with the controller mounted and in place, I could take that little plastic thing off the front, and all I got to do is plug the wires in. So let's try that. Okay, so with the controller mounted and the harness plugged into the controller, I got to get it over here. So this box here has this plastic nut on it, and then I believe there's a clip on the side. Yeah, I think there's a clip right there, and you can pull that off. Let me reposition. There's a little clip on the side, on that side, and it comes down. So now one of these plugs is for the trailer. I don't remember which one it is. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 that look like they're all the same. And one in the middle's got a thing in it, so it can't go in that one. So it's either gonna go in this one, or in this one. Oh, there's little cuts. If you look in the thing, you see those little cuts that hold the sides together. So that's, you can only go in one. So it looks like it's this far one. No, not going in that one. This one? Yep. It's that middle one right there. Okay, so it goes right in there. And now all I need to do is run this wire up and out of the way of everything and potentially zip tie it in place nice and neat. And if I just would have looked at the cover on the inside, all right, it shows you in position 2 is 6-way trailer. I don't know if it's focusing on that, but 6-way trailer. So there you have it. You didn't have to guess. I guessed. Guessed got the one that fit in. It only fits in one spot, so either way. Okay, so I was able to put the cover back on, have the wires come up above it, and zip tied it right over here, and then underneath, and tuck it right back in the corner over there. Nice and neat. Looks decent. And the only thing we're gonna have to make sure is that under the hood we have the maxi fuse, and I believe it's like battery 1 or battery 2, but that's it under the hood. I'll show you that. So started the car up, and there's no power going to the brake controller. That makes sense, because now you have to come under the hood here, and there are no directions for this. Maybe there are. I mean, I didn't look at the brake controller directions, but if you look in your under diagram thing here, there's nothing where it comes to power for the brake controller. But that's going to be right here. There's B positive. It's stud 1, battery positive. So this is just a block off plate. I'm going to pull that out, right, and that reveals the 2 connections. You're going to put in a 40 amp maxi fuse. Okay, you slide that in there, and this you can save, because you might need it for another vehicle. Let's see if it fits in there. Yeah, I'll just leave it right there. Actually, I'm not going to leave it right there, because that will confuse somebody possibly later on. So that's what you need to connect under the hood. Now, if we go inside the car, brake control is still not lit up. Put my foot on the brake, but there, I do have a light coming on with my foot on the brake. I can play around with these. Okay, and it's lighting up, it's got power, it's working. The only other thing you could do is, if you have one of these testers, right? This plugs into your factory, or it for flat, or the 7-round or 6-round. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 6-round, 7-round. 7-round because the middle one is the 7th, right? And then it's going to show you your left turn, right turn, 12-volt marker, brake, and backup. Brake and backup. All right, so that's it. Brake control is installed, nice and neat, up out of the way. All right, for under $100, or just about $100, real easy to throw a brake control on one of these. And if you have a trailer with brakes, it just makes sense to do it, especially even if you're going to be towing on occasion. It's just a lot safer. You have it there, and now you can always use it, and it really wasn't that big a price. So I'll link everything in the description below, and as always, thanks for watching.